Ladies and gentlemen, it is college football Saturday. The atmosphere is amazing. It's about 70 degrees, well, 65 degrees out right now. There's a little wind chill. The wind chill's about 62. But guys, my overall plan today is I've got this video right now at 11 a.m. It's before the noon kickoff. At around halftime of the noon games, I'm going to film an update video, my reaction to how the first halves are going. We've got Texas, Alabama. We've got Ohio State, Arkansas State. That is a hyped-up matchup. There's actually a lot of good noon games. How about Penn State, Ohio on ABC? So there's a lot of big games. I've got, a lot of things. So at around halftime, I'll probably do a halftime reaction. Then at the end of the noon games, I'll do a full reaction to Alabama, Texas, a live react. Well, not really a live reaction. Obviously, I can't film the damn screens. I'll get copyrighted, but I'll do a reaction to that. Then I'll do a reaction to the 3:30 games. Then I'll upload this video. And then, of course, around probably 11 o'clock at night, I will film my instant reaction, me reacting to every ranked game. So that is the overall strategy right now on how I'm going to do it. They've got College Game Day on. There was actually a Twitter photo, Pat McAfee and Lee Corso, and it's one of the most ridiculous things. It's literally a photo, and you can see Pat McAfee, Lee Corso in it, like a little selfie. Guys, they've both got like a pound of makeup on. I shit you not, it's crazy. But we've got huge games. I love Penn State to cover against Ohio. Guys, have you seen? Okay, so we've got the Duke Northwestern game. It's a noon start. The over-under opens at 56. I tell people it's an auto lock, the under. Auto lock. The line gets bet down to 54.5. So I'm like, okay, it's probably going to go down to like 51. Guys, I checked it this morning. It's 57. Who is betting the over in the Northwestern Duke game? That's how Vegas makes money. So I'll do live react. It's going to be funny now. Watch. The game's going to be like 35-30, and I'm going to have to talk about it. But we will see. Ohio State needs to cover. They're 44.5-point favorites. Ryan Day knows he can't go to 0-2 against the spread. But there's been rumors. Columbus this morning, they're saying it's a little sleepy there. Not surprising at all with Arkansas State in town. Arkansas State could be an annoying team. James Blackman, who still has eligibility. I don't know how. James Blackman's got to be in his 6th year. The transfer from FSU. And then you've also got Brian Snead, who was a top 100 recruit, transfer from Ohio State. They will face Ohio State. So Arkansas State has some interesting guys. And then the Texas, Alabama, big noon game, 11 a.m. Central game. Guys, there is no hype for that game at all. I know they got big noon there. I know they got College Game Day there. That place is fucking dead. Just the hype for the game is dead. Like, Alabama has gotten so big and so dominant. Nobody even cares. Like, they just, I saw something, 92% of the money has gone in the Alabama game against Texas, has gone in on Alabama to cover. I know my arm is, freaking twitching right now. I'm having, a fucking episode or something. I don't know. So that's the plan. We will see, and I will update at halftime. And maybe I'll film it on my iPad or something to show the scores, just to give people context to where the games are at. But we'll see how the Saturday goes. That's beautiful. Now, this website that I got, guys, you can see what it does. It takes images and it upscales them. And I probably bought a monthly subscription to whatever this site is back in December. And I just forgot about it. And I got, look how many, so every month you get more credits if you don't use them. And they just keep stacking up. I'm at 596 credits. Now, I don't have any payment plan with this because what ended up happening, it's probably the 3rd or 4th time I've done it. I have to get new debit cards because I get so many monthly subscriptions to just different crap. And you know how annoying it is to have to try and, stop paying for shit every month. They make getting out of those monthly subscriptions just ridiculous. So I'm like, I'll just get a new debit card and then that'll take care of the situation. That I've done that like 3 or 4 times now. So I'm not even paying for this, but I've got so many credits backlogged, 596, and I just run stuff and just get better quality images. Take a look at this. This is a crazy thing right here. So guys, this is actually an artificial glacier. You know, they talk about, oh, the climate change, all that shit. Well, this is what's going to stop it. This is like 100 years from now. They make these artificial glaciers. They got a cooling thing. They got everything there. That's a futuristic thing right there. But yeah, I just upscale photos and shit. Because now I got all these credits. I don't know what to do with them. So I just been running photos. So I was going to do an unboxing video, but yeah, I'm glad I didn't do that. That would have been fucking boring as shit. I got my contacts arrived. I had to go in and get new contacts, and they shipped them to me. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, it is halftime of all these games. Texas, Alabama. Dude, Alabama has no receivers. What? Let me go to this. Watch this. At half, 10-10. Texas, the Quinn Ewers injury. But Texas is really unique. Quinn Ewers goes out, but Hudson Card is basically a 1B type quarterback. He's still a good quarterback. Look at Alabama. Their running back has 4 catches. The receivers have like 20 yards total. Oh my goodness. Alabama's total yards. Texas should be winning that game. That is crazy. I still think Alabama's going to win. Ohio State, lackadaisical. The Marvin Harrison Jr., come on, that's a clear touchdown. What is going on with that? I know no one will talk about it, but Marvin Harrison had a touchdown that they just didn't even review. Or they reviewed it, but then they didn't even talk about it. Pure incompetence. Miami, Southern Miss, oh my goodness. Arkansas with a good performance against South Carolina, 21-9. I'm guessing South Carolina missed an extra point. Wake Forest starts out slow. They're going to win that game easily. Sam Hartman returning. NC State is up. And okay, that's top 25. Let's just go to FBS and take a look at some of these other scores. Minnesota, wow. Minnesota, good for Minnesota. I should have bet on Minnesota. 31-3 at half. Duke, oh my God. The Duke Northwestern game. I'm seriously going to off myself. I went to this game. Duke is up 14-0. I look at Duke's quarterback in the first quarter. The first quarter, folks. The first quarter, 6 of 7. 144 yards. Duke offense, here we go. The game, the under might be screwed. I don't know. I mean, under 56, it's still alive. It is. Penn State allowed a touchdown. Isn't that just great? I thought Penn State was going to go into half up 19-0. Doesn't look like that's the case. North Carolina 21-10. I don't know how North Carolina was only 7-point favorites. Army and UTSA locked in a good one. Kansas State, wow, that game's delayed. Kansas State's a good team. NC State up 24-0. I told people to bet on NC State, whatever that line was going to be. NC State's going to run it up on Charleston Southern after their horrible performance. Utah is up 7-0. 3 seconds into the game? That's not even possible, folks. Okay, that's the halftime update. The trending right now. The trend right now. Alabama, Texas. Texas misses a 10-yard field goal. They were going to be up 13-10. Alabama. The receivers, what's going on there? Ohio State struggling with Arkansas State. Oh, no. The offense is a little mid. Without JSN, I got to be honest, the offense, Denzel Burke getting burnt on defense, it is what it is. Those are the main storylines. Ohio State struggling. Miami struggling. I think Miami pulls away. Are they going to cover the 27? Probably not. Tyler Van Dyke doesn't look good. I will update everyone at the end of the noon window, at the end of these games next. I'm waiting for it to update. It's over. Alabama holds on to win. I don't know how far they're going to drop. But my God, Texas, it's so unique and so interesting. Texas is certainly going to be ranked probably in the top 20. Quinn Ewers is hurt. Hudson Card was limping the entire second half. So for as good as Texas played, both of their quarterbacks are pretty significantly injured. We'll see if Card's going to be okay. We'll see what happens to Ewers. Alabama, no business winning that game. They're going to drop, certainly, behind Georgia. Ohio State, there's a developing situation with Notre Dame and Marshall. Because, if Marshall beats Notre Dame, Ohio State's win over Notre Dame gets invalidated. We'll talk about that. But, guys, Alabama, the receiver core, oh, my God. I'm shocked it was that weak. And Bryce Young makes the play at the end, dodges the sack. Ryan Watts, the Ohio State transfer, they kick a field goal. It was so obvious. When Texas, the crowd started celebrating like they just won the national championship after going up by 2 with 1:30 left. Alabama still had a timeout. 1:30 is an eternity. Oh, Alabama, they got to at least, at minimum, Alabama. I would say they got to drop below Ohio State, below Georgia as well, at least. And then I wouldn't say any lower than that. Alabama, to me, the running back, Gibbs, is a beast. I think they're fine with the running back. The receiver situation is a mess. Very little separation. No star receivers. It's so important in college football. Texas, amazing on defense. And they're going to be ranked for this loss for keeping. They should have beat the number 1 team in the nation. They're going to be ranked. But it's so weird because Ewers is hurt. Hudson Card played the whole second half injured. It's the same thing that happened with Auburn last year against Alabama. Their quarterback is on one leg for a whole half. Hudson Card could barely walk. Oh, my. Let's go to oh, thing's not even on. All right, so we're going to go game by game. Is this game over? Arkansas up. Wow, that's a higher score than I expected. Arkansas has been pretty there's the game over right there. Arkansas, impressive performance. Penn State. How about Penn State? Ladies and gentlemen, Penn State football is back. Penn State with an easy cover. UTSA and Army. Looks like they might not go to overtime. That might be a long field goal, folks, for UTSA, a walk-off field goal. We'll see. Kansas State. That's called a statement right there. Kansas State's going to get ranked. NC State, don't be fooled. I said this was going to happen. NC State is running it up on poor Charleston Southern. That's just disrespectful because they're mad they almost lost last week. We've got South Alabama. That's horrible for the MAC. Oh, my goodness. Utah up 52-7. No surprise there. All those games, whatever. So there's the developing situation we're following. Oh, my goodness. This would be horrible for Ohio State. No. Please no. Marshall, the Herd, 6-0 lead. Mid-second quarter, they're shutting out Notre Dame. Cincinnati, just getting going. Clemson already up 7-0. Not surprising. Appalachian State is driving into Texas A&M territory. We got a top 25. I'm trying to not show this ad. We got this ESPN thing. That's a great matchup right there. That's just starting. Wisconsin, Washington State just starting. Air Force already up less than a minute into the game. What just happened? God, the ad is so annoying. Maryland is going to crush Charlotte. Ohio State beats Arkansas State. They don't cover. Ohio State 0-2 against the spread. They need JSN back. They're not an explosive offense. Ryan Day needs to start coaching better. You want to talk about, how about 4 neutral zone infractions? There's the Alabama game. Minnesota makes a statement. Huge win over Western Illinois. The under hits in this game. There is a God. That's what I was saying. Did you guys see how the under actually hit in that game? Dude literally fumbles going into the end zone for Northwestern. That's under 56, baby. That hits. The Penn State game is over, and then North Carolina. They ended up, I'm not even sure they covered. They were losing to Georgia State 28-21, and they end up winning. And we've got games that are kicking off. So I'll probably do another video during halftime of the 3:30 games, I'm thinking. Probably. Yeah, the major story, by far, Alabama surviving. They're dropping. There's major question marks. The receiver is what I'm most concerned for Alabama. Will Anderson did have a huge sack, but they still made the field goal. So they made the 49-yard. How about Bert Auburn? The kicker missing a 20-yarder at the end of the first half. Alabama's kicker made a 51-yarder. Oh my God, Texas had that game won. Everything changes. Everything changes. Notre Dame is 0-2. Marcus Freeman is 0-3 as a head coach. Ohio State's Week 1 top 5 win is invalidated. Notre Dame's going to be unranked. Texas A&M is losing. They never should have been ranked inside the top 10. Too young. I said it from the beginning. They're about to get upset by Appalachian State. Michigan 2.0. Guys, this is epic. This is happening right now. Oh my goodness. We have Alabama barely beating Texas. They should have lost. Wow. The Notre Dame game, they're going to be unranked. It's unbelievable. Their offense is so bad. We were wondering after week 1, was it Jim Knowles? Was it that Buckeyes defense? Or was it Notre Dame's young offense? A lot of us bought into the narrative that it was Ohio State's defense. They're different. They're new and improved. That might be the case, but it's very clear Notre Dame has serious issues. They lose as 20-point favorites. They were outplayed all day. They trailed from the beginning, took the lead late third quarter. I thought they were going to win. An absolute shocker, and we've got Texas A&M right now. I think there's 10 seconds left. Basically over, about to lose to Appalachian State. That one's a lot less shocking. Both of the guys, think about this. Young quarterbacks, young, inexperienced quarterbacks are the death of college football teams. Absolutely. Young, inexperienced quarterbacks. By the way, guys, Quinn Ewers had 140 passing yards in the first quarter against I didn't realize that. They said he left with an injury in the first quarter and he had 140 yards. That's crazy. But let's get an update. Well, see, it does this. I gotta change that. So the updates we have right now, we've got Washington. And guys, I apologize to Washington State. I totally forgot they got the transfer QB, Cameron Ward, who's got probably the best swagger in college football. That dude's a beast. Maryland, they win easily. Clemson, very similar win to Ohio State, but they were facing an FCS team, 35-12. Wow, they did not cover the spread. Georgia, I didn't see a spread reported for Georgia, but there's no way they covered against Samford. They win 33-0. You can see some of that. Let's just quickly react. Here it is. Wait, how is it? There's going to be less than 40 seconds left, I think. This game should be over, I believe, pretty much. Michigan State 45, Akron nothing. No surprise there. Houston and Texas Tech. I love Houston to win this game. Probably going to be a bad take, but we'll see. Iowa State, basically a free under. Virginia, I think I got to give up on the Virginia train. The dream is over. Rutgers, easy win, whatever. All these games, all right. God, it's just ad after ad with ESPN. It's such a bad product. It's so sad. UAB is a team that people have been loving. But guys, just the major stuff right now. It's upset Saturday. A&M going down. Notre Dame going down. And it completely changes everything because now Ohio State's Week 1 win. How do you value that? This is my projection right now before the night games. The new AP poll tomorrow. Georgia number 1. Alabama 2, Ohio State 3. That's my projection. I know people are going to want Alabama to move down further. They should. And Texas should get ranked. Absolutely. But that is my projection right now. Because Ohio State, they won Week 1. Not that impressive against a Notre Dame team that just lost to Marshall. What an absolute upset day, guys. I, of course, will be having my instant reaction filmed at around 10 o'clock tonight, all the ranked games outside of BYU Baylor. Unfortunately, that game kicks off at 10:15. I can't stay up for, I can stay up for it, but I can't stay up, watch the damn thing, and then film it, It's just not advisable. The goal is to have the instant reaction uploaded by midnight. That's the goal. So I would have to probably start filming at 10 because it takes a while if I'm recording with my phone to actually render it. And I have to export it in 2 different things. So it's a big thing, and there's a lot of frame rate and things like that, or files, something like that. It's render files, I think, what it is. But guys, if you like this is just kind of the format I want to do on Saturdays. I want to kind of do an intro before all the games, update, give my instant analysis at halftime of the noon games, update at the end of the 3:30 games, and then do kind of a later afternoon update. It's 7 o'clock right now, and I mean, I really hope that Texas A&M loses. Otherwise, I'm going to have to refilm this. I believe they did. Let's just get it confirmed. We've got it confirmed, right? We've got the final score right there. Appalachian State, 17-14. And how about that? Everything changes. Could you imagine if Furman won? No, but look at that. 3 out of the 4. 3 out of the 4. That Wisconsin-Ohio State game, by the way, guys, that's going to be a 3:30 game. I'm guessing now. Originally, I thought that was going to be a 7:30 game with Wisconsin losing. And nothing against Washington State, but this is a shocking loss, a 17-point favorite. I thought they were undervalued, but I completely forgot about Cameron Ward. Although it really wasn't even him. It was the defense against Wisconsin, who's completely one-dimensional. And wow, what an absolute historic day. And we've got more games. I want to get this video up as fast as possible. And that's going to do it for this video, guys. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. Link to that's always in the description. I'm, of course, the Depressed Ginger. Thank you for watching.